So what is XRP worth? Well, as Universe20 on Twitter pointed out, just getting 10% of the traffic that crosses the SWIFT system right now in our traditional banking system, just getting 10% of that transferred over to the XRP ledger is arguably going to create a $1,200 valuation for XRP.
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
If you got a bag, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock News. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra bullishness. Go ahead, throw on those shades, buckle up. Let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. Total cryptocurrency market cap, 1.8 trillion, down 1.8%. Bitcoin, 39K, ETH, 2,600, XRP, number 6 spot, 76 cents. And we can see Bitcoin falling off here as XRP starting to climb up. XRP up about 11.5% in the past couple days versus BTC, but we still got a long ways to go. Bags packed. The real Kawasaki, how to profit from inflation. Biden wants inflation. I counter his criminal actions by investing in Texas and North Dakota oil. Just bought a gold mine in Utah, investing in Texas apartments, houses, saving gold, silver, Bitcoin. Don't be a Biden victim. Invest like a capitalist and load up on those bags that Gary doesn't want you with. The bridge asset. Crawl, walk. Then we rock it. Brad, there has been no contact. Anyone who reads my very unusual writ of mandamus and analyze it solely within the four corners of the document while only reviewing mandamus case law fails to see the big picture. Following the mandamus was a strategic move designed to force a response. Wrath of K, the Global Blockchain Business Council 2021 annual reports, talks about Zange tokenizing carbon credits on the XRP ledger with the UN. Zange.com will develop a carbon credit solution on the XRP ledger for the issuance of tokenized carbon credits in accordance with the standards set by the leading industry working groups like the Internet Work Alliance, the Global Blockchain Business Council Initiative, and the Task Force on Scaling Voluntary Carbon Markets, of which Zange.com is a member. All roads lead to the bridge asset. Hey citizens, I did some research on Volante Tech and put this image together to show you guys some insights into how they can settle payments with RippleNet, XRP, and other payment rails. DAI says, believe it, for years now we've watched a coordinated push to give Bitcoin and Ethereum a monopoly in the crypto industry. Even though it's slow and outdated technology, there are many involved and it's not by accident. I can't believe there's not one crypto trade group or entity out there who won't stand up and help John Deaton. This is an important brief in a case that will impact the future of the entire industry. Is he really going to be flying solo? Anyone? XRP Captain, Universe20, 1,200 per XRP, Swift 10% volume. Swift will go live 22nd of November 2022 this year. XRP, the standard.
Energy. It's a green energy and handles over 1,500 transactions per second. So what is XRP worth? Well, as Universe20 on Twitter pointed out, just getting 10% of the traffic that crosses the SWIFT system right now in our traditional banking system, just getting 10% of that transferred over to the XRP ledger is arguably going to create a $1,200 valuation for XRP.
And here we have the XRP calculator, 13 trillion, total estimated daily transaction volume will give us that 1,200 per XRP.
$1,200 valuation for XRP. So today, one XRP, 77 cents. In the future, we can make a very good case for just getting 10% of that SWIFT traffic, increasing XRP's value to $1,200 per XRP. That's a 1,558 time increase. And that's not even the maximum price that I can see or argue for XRP. It's only my first target, roughly around
1,200 is the first stop, and we're just getting started. Great question, Eleanor Turret. Why is the SEC allowing XRP to be used as a vehicle to buy other securities on our platform? It's time for the XRP and Ripple to receive the clarity they both deserve. Thank you for the shout out. Eleanor Tarrant. Tag XRP. Here's another patent JP Morgan filed in 2013. I'll say it again. Ethereum is JP Morgan and JP Morgan is Ethereum. Link. Method in the system for processing internet payments using the electronic fund transfer network. If JP Morgan controls Ether, that would directly tie the SEC, Hinman, Clayton, and Al Gensler. And if this is the case, then why isn't anyone at the SEC speaking up against this monopoly that is fixing the market? It was JPM the whole time, you don't say. And while the 99% and the rest of the world out there are being distracted, the 1% diamond hands out there loading up on the greatest opportunity of multiple lifetimes. Funny coming from a person who is only where he is because of Ripple and their technology that they stole. You would know what strangeness is. Vitalik back in December 21st, 2020. Looks like Ripple XRP team is sinking to new levels of strangeness. They're claiming that their shitcoin should not be called a security for public policy reasons, namely because Bitcoin and Ethereum are Chinese controlled, or better yet, SEC controlled as well. Vitalik, we're coming for that number one spot. The Federal Reserve, a monopoly on money, was planned at Jekyll Island, GA in 1910 by representatives of JP Morgan and other wealthy families. It's not a coincidence that they are now finding out Ethereum token issuance and DeFi monopoly involved JP Morgan. This is all a show to shake you out of those real utility bags.
And so what happened at the time was the commonality actually of JP Morgan was with Aldrich, and Aldrich's son actually, who was a New York banker at the time, but who wasn't involved in the six people. He just happened to have been a New York banker. Winthrop Aldrich became the head of Chase for decades, but at that time he was not. But the point is there was that relationship, and it was Morgan that actually just had the pass. He wasn't there. He wasn't involved. He was not physically at all at Jekyll Island at that time that the origins of the Fed were being discussed. But he was the name on the book that was associated with these individuals. And so that's kind of how it came down. They would otherwise not have been able to just get physical access onto the property. And it's like any now, elite club thing. It's like you invite people in or they can't come in.
You're talking about six men apparently that controlled a quarter of the wealth of the world. That's the data that you hear about, So it's you read about it, but again, so a lot of people said it was a spoof about what the author wrote about him, and he said a lot of other things. But it's a story that picked up a lot of attention on how the world wealth is controlled by a few handful of people. How much do you buy into that? Well,
so these six people weren't necessarily all those people. What happened was, like, Frank Vanderlip, who was one of the people, was a sort of VP at National City Bank, which is now Citigroup. So, I mean, there were different people that were involved in the major banks at the time. So, yes, there was an awful lot of money represented at that meeting. And Nelson Aldrich was the head of what we now consider the Senate Finance Committee. And so he was a very established senator, and he had been going back and forth to Europe around this time anyway to collect information.
Esoteric XRP. We've been told for years what was coming. World moving off the dollar and onto gold. The new financial system. Now Russia, next China. Only a few have eyes to see the connections to XRP and XLM. Patience. Russia returning to the gold standard. Website below. March 4th, 2022. According to Money Week, China almost certainly owns more gold than the United States, and both Russia and China have been expecting that they must separate from the US dollar and have been increasing their gold holdings so that they will be prepared for such a time. Dark Defender, I'm sharing the coffee cup pattern for a long time. There are two variations in literature, cup with the handle, cup without the handle. If XRP completes the cup and handle pattern with the same performance as ETH did, she'll reach about 850. Enjoy your weekend. XRP setting up for that next massive face melting pump. Who can relate? My bank account, my crypto wallet. And you can probably shave this whole top off. And now you got my crypto wallet. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, as March ends and the new year begins, may all your dreams come true in 2022. Riddle, a king was born without a tongue to share the future plans. The rule of power belongs to you. Who can break the scepter in his hands? The jester will laugh at those who mock and doubt his hidden works. For if you follow the eyes of the king, your eyes will match his worth. Ripple, hodl the odl, XRP, We're coming for all the money and we're just getting started. I am